Hi, Capricorn. Welcome to your angel and goddess messages for 2018. So, I decided to do a different kind of spread here. I'm using three different oracle card decks. I picked your main theme for the year from the Goddess Guidance Oracle deck. I also have Doreen Virtues, Healing with Goddesses, and also Healing with the Angels at the bottom there. So beautiful cards here that you have. So we'll take a look at the theme of the top card. And just to let you know, I know this is a little bit of a, very girly type of reading with goddesses and angels, but if you're a man listening, there's something for you here as well, since we all use our masculine and feminine sides in different stages or situations of our life. And different people can bring out different sides to us, okay? So we always have both the feminine and the masculine energies inside. Okay, so just be open to some of the messages, and hopefully you'll find that there's something for you here as well. So this is to the males listening. Okay, so let's get started. And if you're interested in a personal reading just like this, just go down to my About Me section and I'll put the link for my Etsy page for this specific Goddess and Angels reading. Okay, so you have Soul's Journey, and that's your highlight of the year, okay? So this is saying, living from soul opens me to the magic that exists when I surrender to divine manifestation on its own terms and timing. Okay, so this is definitely not a year for you to rush any situation, okay? It's all about experiencing your soul's journey, like feeling, the challenges, the blessings, really accepting them, and just kind of embracing everything, the good and the bad, okay? Quotation mark, good and bad. Because really, I don't feel there's really anything, bad is just uncomfortable stages, okay? And then the good is just a lot of happiness. Okay, so, and you need both to balance out. So that's interesting how you have balance at the bottom there. But overall, this is a card that's saying your difficult experiences are there for a reason, for you to get stronger and to learn from them. Okay, so it's saying to live from your soul's pure essence. Okay, and you might be in some limbo stage for some of you during this time. So limbo stage, it could be that you've closed a chapter. Maybe you're not sure where to, start somewhere fresh. You don't know what the future has to bring. You're a little bit worried of the unknown. This is part of the soul journey. Okay, so this is a normal feeling. So just be present, be mindful that what you're going through, it's meant there for a reason, for you to get some insights from that limbo kind of stage, okay? And to learn more about yourself, to reflect on yourself and what you want, what you don't want, and how you want to move forward in the year, okay? So definitely not a time to rush. And embrace change, okay? Accept any feelings you're feeling right now, even if it's, like anger, if you're sad. You don't have to, I know our world is constantly saying, be positive, be positive. But sometimes it's okay, to be in that grumpy mood for like, longer period than most people are, okay? It's fine. Like that's part of recognizing the dark side, so you appreciate the good when it comes. Okay, so don't force yourself like, oh, look at everybody else. They're so happy. And most of the things you see on social media anyway, it's an illusion. Okay, so like most people, they're not going to post their worries or their challenges. Some people are honest like that. They'll do that, which is like pretty cool. It's amazing actually, because they're so honest, but it's very rare, is what I'm saying. So don't compare yourself to others either at this time. You're on your own soul journey. And you need to remember that, okay? So pay attention to whatever your soul is telling you, even if you're like, I just really feel like being still, being quiet. I don't want to jump into anything right now. If you're feeling like that, your soul is calling for you to do that, okay? So just if you don't know the answer, there's no need to rush or to figure something out right away. It's just kind of taking it day by day and solving each problem as it comes or challenge as it comes at each moment, okay? So beautiful cards below. So let's see, you have Mawu, okay? So she is a West African moon goddess. She rules any environmental issues. So very interesting how this is coming up. And this card is saying you are called upon to help with environmentalism. Okay, so some of you, it doesn't have to apply to everyone, but for some of you, you could be thinking of maybe doing something with charity, something with nature. And Capricorn, you're a very earthy kind of sign. So you are very understanding and you're really good with elements of nature. Even maybe some of you are doing work with, plants or flowers or something like that. Okay, it doesn't have to be, environmentalism or like being an activist or anything, while it could be. So some of you might be even dreaming of that, of doing something for the earth and helping the earth out. But this is saying, you know, maybe get in touch more with nature, go outdoors a little bit more, rejuvenate yourself. You get more energy, more creative ideas, more inspiration when you're outside with nature, okay? Especially when spring, summer comes, make sure you plant your bare feet on the grass. You could feel and get more grounded. So things like that. But overall, this could even be, planting trees. It could be gardening. It could be, something simple as just like being mindful of recycling. Okay, so that's coming up for that. The other thing I'm getting with this card, okay, is that you're expanding. You're seeing how you could have an impact on the world to do something meaningful for the world. You're holding the world in your hands. That's what I'm seeing here. Maybe some of you are thinking of traveling, of like going abroad somewhere. Kind of like the world is your oyster sort of thing. And like you really have a lot of opportunities, okay? For some of you, it's like I feel like you're big visionaries. Like you could see the future or a plan you have or a project or an idea, and you could really see where it's going to go. So even though there might not be results right now, and that ties in with your soul's journey, you might not know the outcome. This is saying it feels right to you. So keep going with that, whatever it is that's calling to your attention. So even if other people are naysayers and they're like, I don't know if this is going to work out for you, this is saying that you could see far, okay, into how something could be beneficial to you and others in the future. Okay, so it could be something you're doing creatively. It could be a business plan you have, or it could just be you traveling and having more travel in your life at this year. So she's usually the goddess that she's in touch with nature, and she helps others live in harmony with nature. So it's a very interesting goddess here that you have. And just seeing balance, the card right below that, looking at the spheres, every time I see a sphere, it reminds me of something coming to completion in your life. So something closing and a new door opening, okay, and a new chapter. So it's kind of like you're seeing the completion to some situation and you're like, okay, it's time, to walk away from this. I see some of you doing that. Like it's like the last straw. That's what I'm hearing, the last straw for something. Okay. And overall, the other message I'm getting here is to remind people to live simply. Okay, live back to basics and remember that it's the basics of food, healthy food, drinking water, and just staying connected to nature is what will bring more joy in someone's life. So some of you could be actually helping others heal through nature in some way. Expansion, I think I mentioned that, but social media, that's the other thing I wanted to mention. So this is like reaching out to people in a global sense. So for those of you in YouTube or Facebook or so, well, the whole world's on Facebook now, but for those of you who do have some project or business, it's saying that you're going to expand more with social media and reach out to more people to get more recognition or awareness for your brand, for you, something like that. Okay, so I see more of like a connection happening with others around the world. All right, so this is great here. And you have Mary Magdalene. Okay, so you have unconditional love. Love yourself, others, and every situation, no matter what the outward appearances may be. And you and Scorpio had a similar spread. So I don't know if you're connected to another Scorpio or if you know a Scorpio, but maybe you and a Scorpio are on the same page. I don't usually like bringing in zodiac signs into this because people could be dealing with so many different signs. Um, but Mary Magdalene, she was the one that in the Bible that was the first one to see Christ resurrect. So she is all about giving love without wanting anything in return back. So some of you, I feel that extended yourself to another person. Maybe you feel regret or maybe you feel resentment that, maybe you didn't get anything back. This is saying it's okay, okay, because that love you gave, that belongs to you. No one can take your light or your love away from you, and you have plenty of that to give. Okay. So whoever you feel, did you wrong or betrayed you or anything like that, this is saying to forgive. Okay, so not only forgive others, but forgive more yourself. Maybe you've been thinking, oh, I should have said something else in that situation, or maybe I should have acted in this sort of way. It could be in regards to work, or it could be with a special person that you have in your life that or somebody you think about. Okay, so this is saying by finding good in all people and not judging them, it's going to raise your level of consciousness, okay? Because even if people like hurt you or if you think that you felt hurt from any of their actions, most of their actions have nothing to do with you at all. Like sometimes it's just people have their own issues. Okay, so don't take things personally. If you feel, is something wrong with me? Is that why someone's not talking to me or calling me or anything like that? This is saying, to give space to others and to just believe that, you are a provider of love and you will be there with open arms um, for, your friends, especially if they've distanced themselves, or anyone you feel, has you felt hurt from some situation. So I hope that makes sense for some of you, but I am getting a sense of um, like judgment happening or like blame. So it's saying to raise that level of consciousness to try to finding the good, okay, the good side in all people, and mostly what you learned from them, how they made you stronger. That will put you in a better state of mind. All right. Okay, so really cool thing here. And it might be the opposite. Like a lot of you might actually be there already. You might be, you know, feeling good already by giving your love and not expecting back in return. And you just find that there's so many blessings coming to you because of that. So really interesting here. You also have Bridget. Okay, don't back down. She's a triple threat goddess. Okay, so um, she is the young virgin. Okay, she is the mother and she is the sage. So this is you here. You have all those qualities about you. You have that purity about you, that innocence. Okay, so you also have the person of wisdom. People come to you for advice. You have some important news to share with people, important advice. And you are like the nurturer. You give unconditional love. So these two are very similar in a way. And these two are very strong women. Bridget is a Celtic goddess, by the way. So um, she is someone, she's actually even similar to Athena, the goddess of wisdom. in war, but not war in a bad way, like fighting with people. It's more standing up for your rights, okay, being assertive but calm in situations. So maybe there will be a situation this year that will require for you to stand up for what you believe in, okay? And especially with naysayers, if people are like around you saying, "Oh, I don't think that's a good idea." This is saying to keep your dreams and wishes to your heart. So you could see the flame that she's holding right in the middle of her heart there. So she is keeping them in a safe spot, which is her heart. She's keeping them inside of her. Okay, so no matter what people say, you stick to your passion, stick to your dream. And if there's a situation that you know you're right and someone's trying to manipulate you or just trying to prove you wrong, this is saying not to listen. And if you could, stand up for yourself in that way by telling them, this is what I believe in and being assertive with the situation, then they have no power over you. Okay. So that could be a boss. It could be like someone that, wants to bring you along to how their lifestyle is and for you to go about their little lifestyle if it's like a partner. But it could be anyone. Okay, so this is overall energy of being strong and standing up for what you believe in. It's interesting here because it's like some of you, I feel you have like a secret project or a dream you're not telling too many people. You're kind of keeping it safe and you're waiting for the right moment to unleash it. Okay, so I do see that you have like a flame, that flame inside of you, that passion. It's like waiting to be unleashed. You're keeping it tamed, I feel. So go for it. I mean, this is something important for you. Okay, so it could be like a talent you have. Maybe you've suppressed it. You haven't done too much about it. So this might be the year where you're slowly coming out of that and you're launching forward with your passions. So, hey, congrats to you for that. Okay, so what do we got down here? For some of you, you have a strong guardian angel and strong spirit guide around you, okay? And I do see it could be someone that's already passed. They're with you right now, so it's not for everyone, but if someone, has passed recently, for some of you listening, this is for you, this message, okay? So there is someone there guiding you, and you will see signs along the way. So pay attention to any repeating songs out there. They have a message for you, all right? So look up the lyrics if you do hear a song everywhere you go that's repeatedly playing. And it could even be, numbers that you're seeing. Make sure you check that out, like 111, 222. Or maybe something like even dimes or feathers on the floor. If you see a lot of feathers, that's definitely angelic presence. But overall, maybe there's something that you know about your lost loved one and you keep seeing, I don't know, maybe they were like a stamp collector, for example, and you might see stamps randomly. So that's a sign there. Or maybe the person smoked like a cigar and you start smelling it, but there's no smoke around. So those are the kind of signs that you might see. I know it sounds like a little funny and some of you are like, what? But yeah, it's happened to me. So it's make sure, you're not going crazy. You're good. Don't worry. So lots of strong spiritual guidance around. Okay, so it doesn't mean someone had to pass away, but like for many of you that are feeling a little lost or in limbo, there's definitely guidance there helping you and showing you signs along the way. So please keep your eyes open, guys. Like there's definitely something there because it's coming out strongly this year for with both of these cards, signs and guardian angel. Okay, and take opportunities that present themselves. Like if you get that feeling like, yes, I want to do it, that initial gut instinct, so maybe there's something for you there. Okay, so pay attention to that. And it's going to be a time to balance your energies, balance everything around you. So look at all aspects of your life, your relationships, your finances, spirituality, health. Where is an area that you need to focus a little more of. Maybe you've been working too much and maybe you haven't spent time with family or friends, and you need a little bit more of downtime, okay, to take care of yourself. Um, maybe you've totally lost track of the health side. So maybe you've been eating too much sweets or you haven't been exercising as you should. So take a look at your life and see where there is a little bit of off balance, and cater some more attention in that area of your life, okay? Because that's going to make you more well-rounded and happy. Okay? So pay attention there, guys. But overall, I mean, beautiful messages. A lot of you are really excited. You could even be looking to relocate somewhere new. Overall, this is going to be a special year. So it's all about igniting your passions, bringing them forward, um, going along your authentic path. And guidance is showing you the way for that. So listen to your heart, listen to yourself. Okay, you have the ability to take the world in your hands and to do whatever you wish with your dreams. Okay, as long as you believe it and believe in yourself that it's possible. Okay, there is that saying. It says, if you think you can, you're right. And if you think you can't, you're also right. So it's up to you guys. So that's a main message for you. Um, but go with the flow overall. There's no need to rush. That's what I'm sensing here. There's been a chapter closed, so things will start aligning themselves. You'll see that. So beautiful spread here. I hope you like the messages. I hope you resonate with them, and I'll see you in your monthly readings. Bye bye.